So bizarre.
Man, I feel like I haven't heard that in a long time.
Oh yeah, the intro. Well, we didn't run it last week because we were having such a good conversation that I just kind of like wanted to get into the stream. And then today's a little. I'm gonna change this background image. I don't like how it's. I don't like the blues and the yellows mixing with my blues and yellows. You know, like my shirt. And stuff.
We're too blue.
I'm too blue for you. Make it orange.
Trying to make so like in that 6-month gap from when we last streamed till whatever that was 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yes.
I use a DSLR for this webcam, right? And it used to be, it's a Canon, so they used to have something, I forget what they call it, like EOS webcam utility or something like that. It used to be free. Well, in that 6-month thing, I guess they went from it no longer being like a beta to like now they want you to pay for it. That's pretty cheap, but I cannot figure out how, like, in 6 months I became stupid is what happened. So I don't know how to make, like, I used to have it all set up where I could do multiple cameras. So right now I can switch from like that's bench, my hand, to this, but I can't make them both. I don't know how to do it.
Oh, you can't do picture.
Yeah, and I used to use OBS for everything, and I don't know, it's getting really weird. Like when I open this thing, it says it'll stream through OBS, but I still can't make multiple scenes work at one time. I don't know. So
gotcha.
It is beyond my capabilities for today. So
hey, all right.
I can at least switch. So if I go over here and work on something, you guys can see it, or you can see my face, but not both.
Yeah, that's a start. I mean, I think. I'm trying to remember. I should look in my email and see if I'm still paying for StreamYard. I paid for Wondershare for editing videos for like almost 3 years without editing any videos.
Yeah,
so I've just decided to not.
I did the same thing with Adobe. I was using it for pictures as well, like just photo editing. But I had like their whole suite. I got a pretty good deal on it for, I don't know, I think I used like a student discount or something, but it's still quite expensive. Hey, Lorenz, what's up, man? Yeah, it was like $30 a month or something like that, $25 a month. And it certainly wasn't worth it at the level I was editing and stuff. I got it. I think like the very first video I made for YouTube, I edited it on like iMovie or something. And I was like, well, this takes a long time. Like it took forever for me to clip and everything. So I just went with Adobe and made, whatever that was, a handful of videos, let's say 10 to 15, and then haven't really messed around with YouTube since, as far as video creation. It's a lot of work. It's a lot more work than you would think it is.
Live from the motherfucking bench, says the Jules.
Where you at, Julio?
Jules Leo. What is that fucking thing called? XSplit. That's what it's called.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. I'll figure it out. Like I said, it's something I'll work on, not in front of everyone. But it is quite annoying because I can clearly do multiple cameras, and it was advertising that it could do more than just 2 even, but it doesn't seem to have much.
Yeah.
I can watch a YouTube video, but obviously that is not going to do me very well right now.
Yeah, no. I do still have XSplit. I don't think I even have that on this laptop. That's how long ago was the last time I used it. It's on my other Dell that has been under my bed since I moved into this house a couple of years ago. That's what we call unregulated spending.
Yes.
It's like, Yeah, $15 a month every 3 months. You know,
They have those
$6 a
apps now.
year.
Have you seen that? Like where it like pulls up all of your subscriptions and it like tells you
Mm,
the total number. I don't want to know. Like
yeah, yeah,
terrified. Like
better that I don't.
yeah. Especially because all those streaming services, like when you first signed up for Netflix, what was it, like $5 or $7 a month or
Oh yeah,
something?
hella cheap,
And it's
hella cheap.
it's slowly crept up. I don't even know what it is anymore. Probably $15 to $20, somewhere in that range.
It's 20. Yeah, I think ours is
Yeah.
20. Okay,
So I
I
mean,
couldn't
I'm
her
sure
name, but
they're
I
not
did.
the only ones that have been doing that to you, either. Like I'm sure Hulu, when I first signed up for it, was
Dude,
five
Hulu was
ninety
the same.
nine.
Hulu was free.
Right. I remember if you were willing to watch the commercials, Hulu
Yeah,
was
you can
free.
watch commercials, and then now it's like $7.99, and then you still have commercials unless you pay like
Yeah.
the extra. So of course I pay the extra, but like
So
I
it's
don't want
those
no commercial.
incremental, like I probably was only spending $20 on streaming services 5-10 years ago, and now it's 150, and I still only have the same ones.
Oh, true, true. Yeah, how insane is that? Nothing's changed. The selection is still the same set of movies. Well, so there's new stuff.
What up,
Let's
boys?
see.
William?
Well, yeah, what up, William Wimes, and what up, Thomas Staten? How are you doing? Welcome, everyone, to the KotoKai Workbench. It's 159. Like, we've taken so many long breaks. We've probably taken a break for more than a year total.
Total, yeah, easy. I would say
Yeah,
easy.
yeah.
Because
With me
this
being
past
like,
was 5 or 6 months, and then I
yeah,
remember
it was like 5 months.
we did a long one, like during maybe one of the larger ones, like an OMC or
Yeah,
a
yeah. At the end of
GBWC or something.
yeah, GBWC usually, and then OMC. Like when I was doing the flea,
Yes.
I dipped out to finish that up for all the things, all the whistles and the bells.
Plus the random, just like I remember taking, I think when I was like redoing this room at one point, I took like a month where we didn't do much. So I think there's been a handful of times where we've taken quite a few weeks off. So it's crazy.
It's good. It's good to take a break. You gotta
absolutely.
Took it down. So I'm drinking root beer. Barks, the one with bite.
Those you've had like those Not Your Father's or the alcoholic root beers?
Yeah.
Do those give you like I don't want to call it heartburn, but I don't know, like heartburn
totally.
or indigestion or something?
Yeah.
They
They're
taste
terrible.
good, but it's like only one. No more than one.
Well, even like like that, or like the now Bell's used to be really good, and they got bought by InBev, and they kind of changed their shit. But before they got bought by InBev, they had a habanero sculpin that they sold, which was like a habanero beer, and you would drink it down, and it would like, it was like, nice IPA, and then it would just be like this heat. It would come out like on the back end, and you just feel it building up inside of you. It's crazy, like really, really warm in your stomach, like unnaturally warm in your stomach. Like I drink a cold beer, and my stomach is hot.
Some
but
bubbles are going on.
Not like I'm sweating and shit, but like,
yeah, we have a
local
one of the breweries like right around my house. They have a jalapeno blonde, and it's got a little, like a hint of vanilla in it. So yeah, on the front end, it doesn't seem like anything's going on, and then you're just sitting there and you're like, spicy. Yeah,
it's a little hot in here. We got our Quebbly. Did you ever build a Quebbly, Paul?
A Quebbly? No. No, I've never been fond of the master grade version. I have what was the one with the creepy hands?
Damned. That's one I have too.
Damned. Yeah.
Quebbly Damned.
But I'm gonna be honest, I've never like been in love with it from a design perspective. So,
it is an odd duck.
Yeah.
But
I know it's like not very detailed, but like from a master grades perspective, it doesn't look very detailed either. Like it looks very simple. It almost looks just like a big high grade to put together. It doesn't have it's not complex. So I don't know.
Yeah, there's not a lot of weird gimmicks and shit. I mean, even the Hama, even because it was fairly simple, but it looked detailed. It had a lot of, like,
it had good color separation, because in like all of the I don't even think they were thrusters. They were like
They are
lasers,
thrusters, and like the
are they?
skirts and the shoulders. I think they were.
Shoulders.
I think they're thrusters, or are they?
I think
Aren't they
they're the
lasers?
shoulders.
I never watched Double Zat enough to know.
Well, either way, it's got like multiple inlays in it. You know, you have like the clamshell piece that's green, and then like a red and a yellow. So it's detailed enough. But yeah, something about the Q blade just never
like red or something. Yeah,
never really did it for me.
I like
the head.
I like the big hands. The head is cool.
Yeah, but I remember
pauldrons, man.
I remember the damned, like when I saw it for the first time, like just as a built kit. I thought the hands were gonna be kind of like 3.0 hands, yeah. And I thought they would be cool because you would be able to like, you're clearly not going to hold anything with it anyway. So to be able to pose them whatever way you wanted seemed like such a cool thing because of how awkward they were to begin with. But then when they were fixed pose, and I think even some of them are like clamshell pieces, like I think the thumb actually has a seam line in it. So
yeah, they're pretty low tech. There is a set of Koto hands I think you can get.
Oh, that's cool.
I remember something about seeing Zach. I think I see that. It's funny.
Makes some of the Koto hands don't match up perfectly in scale to the Gundam stuff, so I could see that working out that way. Hey, what's up, Michael Dawson? William said the damned with those giant hands really brought that design together. Yeah, I think it looked better. And also, I think the color helped because the Q-Blade has those like bright ass colors. It's like white and pink, but the damned is a little more subtle.
Yeah. What a weird name.
The Q-Blade.
Switch these hands.
Q-Blade. There are thrusters in the skirting, and then you have the tiny ass funnels. Is that the you're talking about the Q-Blade, or are you talking about the Hama Hama?
He's talking about, I don't know, actually. It's a good question.
Or we're talking about, or both, maybe? I don't know. They all got funnels. No, that's, like I said, I have the box somewhere, but I never built that.
Let's see, Zach has a video on fixing it. I think that's it. You just have to mod them.
Oh, to get them to
get them to do anything.
You can pose the hands by using the ball joints from the Build Diver add-on set with all those male and female joints. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can see where you could rip apart a handful of things and make them posable. I just be
a bunch of work.
It was, yeah. Well, it was. I believe that was a P Bandai kit, was it not?
Yes.
It came out with the. Man, I missed out on the other one at the same time or around the same time. The Stormbringer.
I got one of those.
That was a good looking one. I like that. It's like a GM variant almost.
Yeah, last year for my birthday and Andy's birthday, because Andy Tubbs backstepped. You guys remember him from back in the day? He and I share a birthday, and last year we got each other gifts. So he had an extra Stormbringer, and he sent that to me, and then I bought a very, very expensive Master Grade Zaku 2.0 and had it sent to him because that's just like, how it was.
Was it an out of print time?
Yeah. It was you couldn't get anything at that time.
Remember when we were doing the DOMs, how hard it was to get a DOM for a little while? And now they're like everywhere.
Of course. Of course. Well, you know what? They still haven't made any. Hang on. I'll read it.
The Q-Blade. Okay. Yeah, it does it not have the Q-Blade has the funnels underneath the pauldrons, like underneath its shoulder armor? Or maybe I don't remember. It's been so long since I've watched Double Zeta.
One that they have not produced and are probably never going to produce much more of ever again.
Oh yeah.
This one. And this is
that was such they like
Brand
That
new.
was such a great time, in my opinion, for Gundam. Like IBO, man, they were just like pumping out new kits, and they were so affordable for what you were getting.
If I had had the foresight to buy a bunch of these,
Yeah,
when there was, or like the Gym Sniper 2, when Barnes
Yep.
and Noble had them, and they had them
for
like
$39.99, even cheaper,
Yeah.
like 20.
Or-
I think I saw one time for like $27.99 or something like that.
yeah, they had them for like $40, and then they were 30% off or something like that as well for a while here in the city in Manhattan.
Yep.
And it was just like, and at that point I was like, I don't build gyms. This is you know how long I searched for the Gym Sniper 2 after I came out of like the dark corner I was pretending myself was in, and got the gym bug,
man. The even the HGIBO kits, like I feel like, remember, they were like $12, $15, like
yeah.
Just for the parts, I should have bought like 50 of them.
Yeah. In
Yeah,
hindsight,
and the 1/100 ones were like $20 for like the Bale and the different Barbatos variants.
Yeah, and yeah, you get them for $25. The Barbatos 6th form, Barbatos 5th form, like all those.
I remember the 6th form in particular being like really cheap because it's not as aesthetically pleasing as the other ones.
right?
Yeah,
That's the one with the big. This that has the big shoulders, doesn't it? Like
it's a little
not the lupus shoulders, but the boxy.
It's got like the pointier chest,
right? With the arm has like the expandable armor or whatever. Yeah.
Oh shit! I could have got the Vidar. That's a great looking kit, and those were another one. They were like what was the pink one? The Grimgird.
Grimgird, yeah.
They were dirt cheap, man.
Yeah.
Dirt cheap.
I have the Grimgird. I bought it to make a Helmwich Rheincar 100 scale Rheincar, because that's where the Rheincar comes from, the Grimgird. So that will happen eventually, because I'm just crazy and have like 1,000 shelf queens and absolutely forgot about that project for the last 2.5 years until we talked about it right now. It'll happen though.
Yeah. That was just a good time, man. It was fun to get really cheap, readily available kits.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely lots of credit card abuse was going down in that era.
Yeah. Well, because it was, when it's like, even if it's a rough week, it's $15 for an HG,
Even that, when I was filming the old show, the Gundam Builders New York, New Jersey with Jay, Nova, and Lee. Then I at Rio Young Hobby down in Sunset Park, because I was going down there, and that's where I got all that. I bought all that ammo paint. I would go in, record a show, buy 2 master grades and like 20 bottles of paint and brushes and shit, and just like walk out of there like, put it on the credit card.
The good old days, man. Even like you used to be able to find a Zaku for 30 something bucks, $40 max. No more, man.
Nope.
I remember I bought the Verkos Sazabi, and it was like $65-$70.
Oh yeah, there was
that was like expensive.
Period.
I was like, whew.
Yeah.
That was an expensive kit
at the time.
Yep.
My, how things have changed.
Yeah, I got a master grade the O for like $70 or $80. And now I don't remember the last time I've even seen one of those.
I almost bought the other one. What was that one? It was a really weird kit. It was an old one. It was, Chris would know if he was here. Pabs would know. Probably. It's like the O, but it's not. It's another one of those heavy, real heavy
chunky
ones,
boys.
like real long and wide, and comes in a big ass box. Fuck. Oh well, doesn't matter. Yeah, but that was way more. It was like $130 for that kit though. Like Toy Tokyo in Manhattan.
Yeah, all the new and the high new were $60 maybe back in the day. 60, 65 maybe. I don't know what they go for now. I haven't looked at some of those. Marsala, Thomastat says. I don't remember a master grade Marsala.
I mean, there's a Marsala. No, Marasai is totally different. That's the red one.
Yeah, the Marasai is the smaller guy. I don't know. Those were good times, though. I mean, unfortunately, well, it is what it is. But
It was not the masala.
through COVID, man, it just got incredibly more expensive to get model kits, especially if they're out of print. It's kind of wild.
You know what? I'm thinking, like, where is Pabs? And you know where Pabs is?
Playing video games. Slacker.
Exoprimal. He's in the loading screen for a war game. Exoprimal right now. Queen Mansa? No, it is not the Queen Mansa, but I like where you're going.
It would have been something like master grade, right?
Yeah, it's a big tan. I was doing bad Pabs shit, of course. Yeah, playing video games. So right, that's why we were late today, because I was finishing up a war game. No, it's not. It's a big tan mecha, and it has like a long body. It's really bizarre. Can't remember what that fucking thing's called though.
A big tan one, long body. I'm just looking through kits that I have to try to. I don't know. I don't know. I just snapped together the Yagdoga and the polycaps at the hips won't hold the torso.
Hello, John Lynn.
Hey.
Crazy J. Sweet baby J. Crazy legs.
So use the kit bash fodder. Yeah.
The
Yagdoga is a weird one.
The hips won't hold the torso up, so I'm going to use it for kit bash. Yeah, yo, that's what happens.
I never built the RE one. I built the regular, the blue and yellow, the cockatiel looking one.
Right.
That's what the thing reminds me of.
That one's RE. That's also RE.
Oh, I'm thinking of the RE was the it's just the RE 100. I'm thinking of what was the red one called?
I don't remember, but it's
still a Yagdoga, but I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I have the RE 100 one. I built that. That one has odd looking panel lines, right? They have like
it has
hexagonal
weird,
ones,
like half legs. Finished, almost like a half designed. Yeah. Put in my 2 weeks at this job. Oh, that's good, because this job you're working at, as I understand, was not too bad.
It's awesome. Good to hear, Jay. Scored a better job. Sweet.
Better jobs always good.
It's kind of what you got to do sometimes to get more pay is jump around.
I didn't have a problem with my jagged dog having bad hips. So
I don't remember that either.
Sorry to hear that. Yeah, mine's actually really sturdy.
I mean, other than I don't remember there was not a lot of motion in the feet and the ankles, so you couldn't get it to get that nice wide stance. But
yeah, it's a brick.
It's a brick, yeah. And it was like kind of oddly detailed, like
the GOG or whatever from back in the day. Like that one is just it's a brick. Yeah, you can kind of like shrink the arms up or put the arms out, and that's about as far as it goes.
Oh, you're talking about the Zagok?
No, the GOG.
I don't think I've had that one.
The one.
Oh yeah. I had the Zagok. That like it has the arms.
Yeah, I have that too.
Pop in and out. That was a great kit though.
Yeah,
I love that one.
Well, the GOG and then the high GOG. You're notorious for notorious high GOG. Kit.
That I glued the arms on.
Yeah, that you accidentally glued all the arms on.
Oops.
Yeah. Well, I got 2 of those GOGs, the old master grade GOGs back in the day, to have one stock and then to make a high GOG out of one, because that's ideas are free. And that never happened.
I love to see like an RE high GOG, RE 100 one, just a bigger scale.
Sure.
This would be such a maybe for one of the however many anniversaries of something or another. Though.
Well, it'll be 8th MS. That was where it was really.
Was it 8th or was it? No, it was War in the Pocket, wasn't it? At the very beginning of War in the Pocket, when they're in that like frozen area, they come through under like the glacier and pop up to try to attack the Alex, and that like when the Alex it's not deployed, it's just like.
No, I'm thinking. I really think it's 8th MS.
It might be.
Hey, there's the soup.
Could be wrong.
It's the YMS 16M. Come on, sucker face. The Zamel.
Yeah, War in the Pack.
That's
is the high gog.
This is the kit that I was thinking of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Zamel.
That is very cool.
It's so bizarre.
Yeah, the high gog was in War of the Pocket. Like, remember that, the team, like they have that kind of old colonel guy that he was like, they were attacking the Gundam, and they like take their high gogs underneath the glacier and come up, and I think they get the Alex in the way just in time, and then they end up hiding it in the colony, which ends up, being the story.
Right. Well, no, that's their camper, isn't it? That they're trying to, because they have the Gundam there, but they're building up that camper.
Yeah,
try and
in whatever colony that was, I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know where it is either. Can't remember which one.
A dope one. I liked that. There might have been a high gog, or I remember they had in Unicorn. They have that one episode where like all of the old mobile suits come out and attack that base.
Right. Yeah.
I don't remember if that one was.
They have Jagus. I know they have Jagus in there. There's some Jagus. There's some Nemos.
There was a whole bunch of like just leftover war relic type suits that they attack with, which was cool. I liked that. And then they had they weren't in Thunderbolt at all, though, were they? That wasn't them. That was the.
There is a version of the High Gog. There's a Thunderbolt High Gog.
What else did they do in there? What was?
I think that it's in
the AK guys. That's what they were. Those. Remember they had the special forces AK guys.
Yeah. All the weird bear-looking dudes. Yeah.
That was so dope. That was a good one. I'm sad that they never continued the animation on that one. Like, maybe it'll come one day, but that was good shit. And they had what were the ones that had the helicopters on them?
The Goofs had
yes.
Goofs had the bladed backpacks. Here we go. I'm at the High Gog. Let's find out. There it is. Introduced in War in the Pocket. Right on the money, Paul. Right on the money. I'm trying to remember. I for some reason I have them in my head as being in there, but then maybe they aren't. And they're in. Let's see. Ha. Yeah, that's the one. Show me the money. Yep, from 0080, War in the Pocket. Super cool. The Thunderbolt. Right here. Oh man, too many books. Everything's all so tight. All right. Let's see. Record of Thunderbolt. I think it's in Thunderbolt. Record in Thunderbolt 2.
Those art books for Thunderbolt?
Yes.
Oh, shit. That's a good one.
Yeah, Record of Thunderbolt 1 and Record of Thunderbolt 2. This one has the Atlas.
Yeah, I like the Atlas. That was the cool one with the sleds, right?
Ugh, I hate the Atlas because it's pilot.
EO
Fleming. I mean, it's all right. Yeah, EO. Fuck EO. He's a jerk. Yeah, no, there's all your AK guys.
That was so cool.
The AK guy squad.
That's good shit.
Yeah, here's the GOG. So there's the GOG.
Yep. God, that looks like a mixture of like a GOG and a.
Then there's a GOG.
Yeah, much different looking than the one.
Oh yeah,
the original one.
And
well, I guess the original one was in the original Gundam, right? I think the Zagok was Char had one. Yeah, because I have Char's.
Yeah, because it's red. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the other one. This is the closest thing that they did to the High Gog. It's called the Grublo. And it's like actually a huge sub.
Yeah.
With these arms on it.
Loren says he was disappointed in the Atlas. You mean like the kit or the suit in manga or anime form? I remember the kit not being wonderful, but I didn't build it.
Yeah, there's your goof with
That's
the
cool.
backpack.
That's cool.
That is really cool.
We need more goof.
We do. I mean, any of the suits from the series would be very, very well received, I think. Aside from they're always like, oh, let's just do the ones that are easy, like the Gundam and the Zaku. It's like, yeah, I know,
Right.
you're just doing the same thing over and over
Or
again.
another build, whatever.
Yeah.
But
they
what's
have,
crazy is a lot of those suits are like you have the base for them already. You know, it would just be creating that backpack and maybe redoing a little bit of the proportions on some of it. But
or a couple of different armor elements,
Yeah,
the Gundam,
yeah.
like the different gyms and the different Gundam heads and gym heads that they have.
And I mean the goof has a 2.0.
Right.
In fact, shit, they never made a goof 2.0 custom, did they?
No.
The
Wait,
custom
isn't
is
that the
based
custom?
on like the older one, right? The custom is the one from 8th MS, yeah?
Yeah, Rombarals. Oh man, there's just so many good
Yeah, they're always a little stingy when it comes to the variants. But such is life. I mean, who knows what Bandai has in their heads, right?
True.
Like,
yep.
There's been a couple of times where, something will come out and you're like, oh, especially in the master grade line, like you assume, oh, they're going to want to reuse this frame. So we're definitely going to get, XYZ variant. And it just never does. Like, I mean, the Jesta.
You get a no.
The Jesta has a beautiful frame.
Oh, man. It could be.
They never really did anything with it. They just made the Jesta. I know later they came out with like the variants, but it was the same suit. It just had like,
a gun.
A gun,
on
yeah.
the back or whatever, a big cannon on the back or whatever it might be.
The Master Grade Barbatos. I was really surprised with the Barbatos. I thought once we got the first one, I was like, here they come. Like you're gonna get every Master Grade, every Barbatos form. You're gonna get
because of how easy it is to like swap.
Yeah.
And stuff. They're also very similar. I have the Barbatos up there. I haven't even cracked the plastic seal on the box.
I'm actually I still have it sitting right here. It's the last thing I was like building, snapping. I have the torso and hips and head and everything together. I need to get back on that one. Snap the rest of it back together.
Hell yeah! No, I need to. I too need to get back on top of some of my. Turn this down. It's too bright.
Snapping
some of my projects.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to paint this week, but I gotta finish this Shiki and get it out of my hair.
I got a little bit of time to paint, and all I did was paint everything black. So the DeLorean is all black.
It's a good start. It's a good start.
Instead of that like pearly, metallic, silvery color. I did a bunch of detail work here. I'll change the camera and then give myself the screen to show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, who is in the background now? Chris.
Master Grade Grays, yeah. What up, bud? Get bored of your video games?
No, I mean, this thing has been on my screen all day.
That's the thing. Yeah, I know. I saw.
Are you tired of fighting dinosaurs?
No,
never.
Whoever tries to find dinosaurs.
No, it's actually it is a very fun game. It is wildly addictive.
Is there?
So let's see.
I've actually been doing a decent amount of yard work today, and then work on the dark matter.
He's living that pirate life. Yard.
I gotta do yard work.
It's rough, man.
It's so fucking hot out right now.
The grass is like growing super fast, and then
Yep.
a lot of weeds I had to go through. I hurt my back because I was pulling them like manually. Because my wife doesn't want to use like pesticides, or not pesticides, weed killer or anything. Like that.
Yeah,
you don't want to use that stuff. It's
So I've just been
toxic.
And my back gave out.
Getting old, man.
I have Do you have a weed pulling tool?
We do. The problem is
Basically, it's like
the
like a
weeds I was
metallic
pulling
stick.
was like at least as tall as me.
Oh,
So you were pulling trees, not weeds.
Oh, I mean they were weeds when they started. I guess I don't know. Shit.
wild.
Yeah, I have to. It's been like crazy hot down here. Like we've had a heat advisory for the last 2 weeks, I think.
Mhm.
I was reading something. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up because I'm gonna like fuck up the wording on it. But the last 15 days have been like the 15 hottest days in the history of Earth, or
Yeah.
something crazy.
Yeah, definitely. But climate change is fake, so. So, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So working on the while you're looking that up, Polly, I'm gonna go through this real quick. Working on the DeLorean. This is part of the nuclear reactor. Camera. And
Yes.
it's so dark in here right now. I don't have my regular light that I use for this.
I personally don't think I'm gonna finish in time.
Oh yeah. I don't know
Yeah,
if I
I'm
will
gonna-
either, but I'm gonna try. Let's see if I can get it to focus on the heat vents. There you go. So you see those little lines there? I carved all of those with a 0.2 millimeter scribe all the way around. It's 80 little scribes to make heat sinks because this thing didn't have any description to it. And then these bands around the edge, which you kind of can see because it doesn't focus. There you go. Those bands around the edge, those are copper tube essentially from the. I got this book. So I can look and see what it's supposed to look like. And then this then I've got this here, and this is where this thing fits into. And I just went through really simply and just scribed the edges of these lines for these tubes. Everything's black, so it doesn't want to show up. But it looked like that just kind of smoothly went into the base and didn't have any like. Come on, camera.
No definition to it.
Yeah, it had no definition to it, and it just looked like. There you go. Looked kind of bad. So I went through and I scribed it inside and out so that when these things all fit together and stack up, it looks like a nice piece, like it's supposed to. And Chris, I'm kind of surprised you were so much farther along than I was on this thing.
God, I'm like I'm prioritizing different projects like over it, and I'm like, oh man, like I have we have like what 10, 11 days until the end.
Something like that, yeah. I'm gonna see.
So I don't know. I mean, I can probably put in another maybe good 2 days towards it. But that would be like sacrificing like detail in the interior and all that stuff. So
No, don't worry about it. No, don't worry about it. No one's gonna be upset by that. I don't think.
Yeah, probably not. Working on this guy though here. If you guys haven't seen it on Instagram,
Looks good. I love that kit.
Let me give you the thing. Boom.
Nice shine to it.
There you go.
It's a little,
yeah, it looks
a little
good.
blurry, but we'll deal with it. I guess you guys can see what's happening. I guess.
Yeah. That looks pretty good. It's not as bad as my camera was.
So coming along. I just the biggest issue I had with this kit was trying to find the right balance of reds to the white. I talked about this with the other guys. Did I talk about it with you guys before? On was it on? It wasn't on the stream, right? It was probably like during the recording or something.
It would have to be.
So essentially, this is a commission. The client wanted a build based off of a character from League of Legends, or is it?
Yes.
I can't remember which one it was.
Right.
But
we're talking about it.
Yeah, the character is a female, white hair, red accoutrement.
Yeah.
All over the place. And just trying to find the right balance of reds was difficult. Like, because essentially the character's color scheme is like 50-50 red and white. And I didn't want to do that because we did that with the Quanta already. There's no need to do that again. So I was trying to find like, well, should I do more of this type of red and this type of red against this kind of white? So now the white is more of a complementary color, while the red is kind of the primary, but also at the same time isn't. But it's still tied together with the overcoat teal. I don't know. You guys can't see what I'm doing here. I'm doing this. I don't know what this means.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
So Yeah, that's going well. I think. I'm a little worried about the the bicep and the thighs are going to be white or slash gray, and then the rest of the kit, like the feet and the calves and the shins and the knees, all are going to be red. So I'm a little
Turquoise, right?
worried about that kind of look because it kind of looks like dude's wearing shorts or something or knee high boots. But we'll
Should
see
make him
how it goes. Yeah, if I get the 3 tones of red right, on the legs and the arms and stuff like that, then I think I'll be able to pull it off. If not, then I feel no shame in stripping it and trying it because that's how it goes.
It's crazy with that kit, because it's by design it's black, right? It's like black and red.
Yeah, it's black and red.
It looks so different with that color change. You know what I mean? Like when you first showed it, I was like, what is he talking about? I thought that was the Amazing Exia. I
Yeah,
was like, it looks.
technically it is, right? It's just that
Yeah, I
there's only
guess,
a few
but
differences.
in the black and red, it just looks so, different, I guess. Or it may, like I actually think the black and red loses some detail.
Yeah,
Like you don't,
it does.
because it's black, like you don't notice it as much. But
yeah.
There's actually purple on there too, but I was like,
yeah,
we'll keep that off.
black and
you
red.
didn't want purple.
I don't like purple. Anybody who tells you I like purple is lying to you.
Black and red, like the nameless exosuits in Exo Primal.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it only works on the dark matter just because of how pointy it is. Like it really,
It's very sharp. It is very
it gives
sharp.
it that like bad guy mole suit look. Pulls it off pretty well. Faceplate, yeah, the faceplate is I like the faceplate on that one.
Chris
Looks
Collins
like
says,
a-
even dense,
like a
I'm on the
ninja
road to
or something.
Colorado right now. Stopped to walk Birdie, seeing some friends and the Barbie movie. Oh, nice. Barbieheimer is out officially.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Oppenheimer's getting like some crazy tens. Brian just yeeted himself from the show, I guess.
I've seen like people posting on social media their plans for the day to watch both. Like they'll put their itinerary up. It's like some kind of thing. So it's like, all right, we're gonna go to breakfast. We're gonna see Barbie at 10 o'clock. Then we're gonna have lunch and contemplate the meaning of Barbie.
People
And
have too
then
much time on their
go
hands.
watch Oppenheimer.
Yeah,
and then have a
too much
drink.
time on their hands. Get a job. Get a job, you losers.
Who the fuck goes to the movies at 10 o'clock in the morning?
It's crazy though. We haven't had a crossover of this magnitude since Doom and Animal Crossing. So, man, take of that what you will. Take of it what you will. It's crazy. People just it's crazy. Pasta Pappy B Saucy says, "How's it going, guys?"
What up?
It's going, man.
I do want to see Oppenheimer. I think Barbie, like it looks interesting, but it's probably something I'll wait for.
Truthfully, I have no interest in seeing either. So,
No.
Speaking of something that you have no interest in seeing, I started watching Flash.
Damn it! I thought you were gonna say I thought Julio was gonna pop up like in the next on the other side.
Oh, I wish. No, I wish I could just be like, "Boop, Julio." No, I started watching The Flash. That is bad.
The movie or the TV show?
The movie.
The more recent one?
The new one.
Ezra, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Ezra Groomer Boy. He's such a groomer person. He's such a they're such a strange one. The acting is. I don't know if you could call it that. If you
Michael Keaton's not even good.
I didn't get that far.
Okay.
I just got to Ezra, Batfleck, Diana, or Gal Gadot, and just the weird, all of the, it's all just, it's just not. It's a sign of why you need good writers, and they should pay them more, and why they should definitely pay the effects teams a lot more money and give them as much time as humanly possible to get their work done. Because there are just elements of it that are just like, that part looks really cool, but this shit looks like it came out of the 90s.
Typhurious is asking, Morbius or Flash? I choose Death. Typhurious, how's that?
I mean,
None.
Morbin time wasn't too bad. It had terrible writing. Like the writing was really pretty
Jesus
bad,
Christ.
but the special effects looked pretty cool, and vampires are pretty cool. But the acting was.
I would much rather watch the last 9 seasons of The Flash than the Flash movie.
Oh yeah, no, I would absolutely watch all of the Flash series. Like, cause that seems actually pretty.
I actually heard season 9 really tied up the series, like because it ended recently, so season 9 really tied it up and all that stuff. So
I don't think I can watch that either.
Because I feel that's more of an interesting Flash than Ezra.
Yeah, and the storylines. I guess clips. You know, like fucking YouTube has all those like almost like reels and shorts. Well, because the TV's right there.
Oh,
and the Xbox is right there. So that's what So YouTube has all those shorts and stuff, and then I like superheroes, and so that stuff pops up in the fucking algorithm.
So it'd be a crazy world. But yeah, I watched Morbius and I was like, I can't believe I wasted 2 hours in this. I could have gone to the bathroom, taken a good poop.
Oh, I was working on a model kit, so like I would look up occasionally if it sounded exciting, and then I'd be like, and then I go back to working.
What I did. I found enjoyable that I wasn't expecting it to be enjoyable was the 2 Venom movies.
Oh yeah. I saw the second enjoyable. One. I saw Let There Be Carnage. I didn't see the.
I just want to hear him and Tom Hardy just talk to each other in his head. Like that's my favorite part of the movie is like him having a fight with Venom in his head. You know, like I don't care about the action. Like that's whatever. But their comedy between the two of them is funny.
You've seen one CG fight. You've seen them all, kind of.
Yeah, right. Like
kind of. Yeah.
Carnage was cool though. Like the Woody Harrelson playing Carnage was good.
That was an interesting choice.
Yeah.
It was an interesting choice. That wouldn't have been my first choice. I don't think. I mean, he played it well, but if you had told me, yeah, man, Woody Harrelson, the guy from Cheers, is gonna play
White Man Can't Jump.
Oh, dude,
White Man Can't Jump.
So good.
I mean, he was great in what's the name of that show? True Detective. Did you watch that? That was
with my skinny doppelganger, a very emaciated Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, that was
like he could be my cousin.
He just got cured from AIDS right before that show.
Well, did you guys? I mean, you guys heard that whole thing that Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey could potentially be brothers, right?
Yeah, they're like somehow related, right? Like
they have the same mother but different fathers or something like that. Like apparently they're not sure themselves. Some crazy shit.
That is crazy.
I'm not sure how you don't know you have the same mom. Like that seems like rather
it's
you know
California.
Like dad I get like that's but you do have to come out of a person.
I don't know.
There's a portal.
That's Quantumania then. Yeah, I have not kept up with any of the.
I'm trying to remember if I watched Quantumania. I think I did, but that's the thing about it. Is if I'm like, oh wait, I did watch it.
I've absolutely not watched any. I haven't watched a new Marvel movie in a good long while. I feel like I haven't seen.
Watching Secret Invasion?
Wars. I haven't watched any of that.
What did the second Ant-Man come out before or after the end of the Avengers?
Before.
It came out before. I want to say.
Okay. Because I watched that and it was shit.
You didn't like the second movie?
No.
Because the end of the second movie is when he disappears.
Right. That's right.
Yeah, they can't pull him out because of this.
Yeah, I'll probably watch Guardians of the Galaxy, the newest one, just because.
Yeah, I haven't seen 3 yet. I haven't
enjoyed those.
I just haven't watched it yet.
But yeah, Marvel movies, Marvel shows, they just don't really do it for me anymore.
They've been really, I wouldn't say inconsistent, but they haven't been I mean, they it's like they blew their load too early. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not early, but that whole Infinity Saga was amazing. Well, for the most part.
Yeah.
And they're trying to follow it up with something of equal measure, but it's just not landing. I don't think.
Yeah, because it's not
landing.
it's not the same. You know.
I think they went like too crazy trying to tie everything together. Like instead of just making them like I really liked Daredevil, the show, because it was like its own little thing off to the side. Like, yeah, it may have been the same universe, but they didn't desperately try to tie it in together and make him fight with someone else.
That guy's name is what? Charlie Cox, right?
Yeah.
So you bring him up, right? And we're talking about all these other things. So have you guys ever heard of this movie Stardust?
I believe I actually have.
Sounds familiar.
I've seen it a fucking ton of times. It has a remarkable cast in it.
Yes, I have seen this.
Is one of them Charlie Cox?
Yeah.
Yes, Charlie Cox is the main character, like the main character.
And was it Michelle Pfeiffer was like the main?
Michelle Pfeiffer is one of the other main characters.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill is in it.
All these British people killing it, minus Michelle Pfeiffer.
Ben Barnes is in it.
Yeah. The guy from,
Mark Strong is in it, who is also in Marvel films fame. Let's see. Jason Fleming is in it. He is in Marvel films. Ian McKellen is in it. He is, Marvel Universe.
Yeah. Yep.
Bob De Niro, Claire Danes,
Bobby D.
I can't believe that man am I thinking of the right guy? No, it's Al Pacino. I don't remember. One of them is a dad again.
I think it's Robert De Niro.
Wow.
Unbelievable. That man.
But anyways, that movie, for being made, how long ago was this made?
2007. 2007,
right? But it has like all of these Marvel and superhero characters that are like, Michelle Pfeiffer's in it because she's the aunt wife or aunt grandma or whatever.
First Wasp. She was the first Wasp.
Yeah. So she's Wasp Mama.
She's the Wasp mother.
Ben Barnes was in The Punisher.
Yep, Ben Barnes is a Jigsaw. He's part of the universe. He ends up being Jigsaw. And then Charlie, Cox is Daredevil, and Henry Cavill is DC, but he's Soups.
He's Gerald.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching The Witcher. I watched through the first 2 seasons of The Witcher finally here.
Yeah, I just finished the first part of season 3.
Nice. I haven't caught up to that part yet, but I'm looking forward to it. It's good. Last I watched, because I'm probably not going to watch the
Liam.
The other,
part 2 of season 3 comes out I think a week from now.
Soon, I think on my birthday or right around my birthday.
Yeah,
they're teasing how they're going to transition from Henry Cavill to Liam Hemsworth.
Shittily.
I feel like people are actually not looking forward to that, so I don't know why you guys are teasing it.
I don't know either, man. What's up, Julius? How you doing?
Hide it as much as you can. More of a secret.
Ty Furious' Stardust is a book by Neil Gaiman. You're correct. I believe it is not in this room, but it is in the other room. We have a bunch of Neil's books.
And Cavill, is he still doing the Warhammer movie, or did they finish that?
I don't know.
They're making something Warhammer. I don't know if it's a movie or not, but
or a series or what. But
whatever. Yeah.
That guy can't do no wrong.
Yeah, he was a big old nerd.
Yeah, exactly.
Biggest, man.
He gets a pass. He gets a pass.
I feel like that's what every nerd thinks of what they look like when they're doing their nerd shit. Fucking Henry Cavill over here. Naturally.
Like that, how Spider-Man gets bit by the spider and wakes up and he's just fit and everything. That's how every nerd thinks they're gonna wake up tomorrow and look like Henry Cavill. Like, I'm gonna go to sleep tonight painting my minis, and then tomorrow I'm gonna wake up yoked.
You gotta do the double take, right, with the glasses, like. Huh?
And then I would always talk in that Geralt voice.
Fuck.
It's like kind of throaty and
down deep. Yeah, that raspy.
Yeah, raspy and kind of quiet.
Do you guys remember there was like backlash for the way he did speak for a little while? Like everybody didn't like how
Yeah.
he was trying to sound like Geralt.
When he got cast, no one liked him as Geralt. There was like backlash to him playing that character. It
I mean,
wasn't until season
like,
1 that
in all honesty, that first video tease of him being Geralt,
Yeah.
it wasn't great, right? Like
no.
so The Witcher 3 had been out for a while, and everybody was used to a bearded Geralt because he
Yep.
didn't have a beard in 2 or 1, but in 3 he had a full on beard, and everybody loved that. And Henry Cavill was like clean shaven, and everybody hated that.
Yep.
And then his wig was not great. It was just all over.
3. Well, 3 is Witcher 3 is a little bit of a time skip.
Right.
Like it takes place significantly after.
I need to play those games. Actually.
Oh, dude, 3 is
I have never played
an amazing game.
Yeah, so
It's
expensive.
huge.
It's stupid expensive.
See, I just started playing this game called Exoprimal that a buddy of mine, Chris Pabs, forced me to play.
Yeah, the Witcher 3 is like problematic if you don't have the time to sink in it, though, because it's one of those games where you're like just walking down the road and some random dude's on the side of the road and you start talking to him and you're in a 6-hour quest line that has actually nothing to do with the story.
Yeah.
Like
it happens.
It's bad. And you have like builds, like, you know, a lot of RPGs have like different skills, but ultimately most of them, it doesn't really matter what you choose. Like you'll be fine in the end. But that game, the way you build your character completely changes the way you play.
Huh.
Like whether you're a tank or whether you're like more into the magic side of things, whether you're stealthy, whether you can actually like become like a potion brewer and like drink crazy stuff and make yourself like a berserker. It's pretty wild.
Oh, right.
Good game.
Interesting. I'll have to check it out for sure.
But yeah, I remember everyone wanted what's his name? Mads Mikkelsen to play.
Mads Mikkelsen. Yeah.
Mikkelsen to play Geralt. That was like a big. They were signing like petitions to have the guy do it. But fortunately, it worked out with.
So yeah, Wild Hunt I can just get.
Yeah, and then there's Blood and Wine as the add-on. Like Blood and Wine, the map that it adds is like the size of most games.
Yeah, it's insane.
Whoa, The Witcher 2 is on 360?
Yeah, they're older.
My goodness.
And it's probably like early 360 too.
Wow.
There was quite a gap.
Install a free trial, or I can just buy it for $25. Oh, I can get it in Polish and French. Well, shit.
The original books are Polish.
Polish, yeah. This I know.
I just started playing Grim Dawn. It's a Diablo clone.
Damn,
Grim Fandango or Grim Dawn? It's a Grim Fandango. That's a cool ass game. That's a cool ass game. I love that game.
I'm not familiar with Grim Dawn.
You got a couple of games coming out here real soon, so you might as well get Exoprimal out of the way. Clear the way for.
I didn't know what to think, but it is really fun.
Clear the way for Armored Core here in a little bit.
Yeah. All right, I'll probably get this weekend or something.
Gotta do.
I'm not going to get it now. Yeah. Server error yourself there, Exoprimal. So Cerulean Project is starting to come up. The event's going to start here soon. Handful of days, really.
Is the kickoff?
Yeah. And I have got a lot of work to do if I want to do the big thing that I was thinking about doing. So I had to think about that.
You have a backup plan?
Yeah, do less models.
Do less.
Do one.
Do
Just do
one.
one. Yeah. Instead of
Fair.
doing three all at together. there's a lot of different choices I can make. Eventually everything will kind of end up going together, I think, but I can easily.
Have you figured out how you're gonna paint? You're doing the stainless finish on the
Yeah.
DeLorean?
The
Have you
DeLorean.
figured out like how you're gonna replicate that finish?
Yeah. So the work that I did on the Nova, all the metallic work that I did on the Nova, and the little bit that I did on the Bug gave me a lot of information as to what I am going to try and do. I have the paint to do it. Basically, just going to use some of the Moto metallics that I have that work really, really well, and that's it. It's super easy. It's all the surface prep underneath. So what I did, because it was done in that kind of like pearly silver, it had like a weird surface finish, and it didn't. And obviously there were swirls in it and shit like that. So I went in with a couple of different grits of sandpaper on the parts that are actually the raw metal, because there are parts of it that aren't, that are like cast plastic components, like the front housing around the lights, the front
rear tail lights,
and all that stuff. Those are all plastic molded. But the body itself, wherever there is going to be that brushed aluminum or brushed stainless steel, I went and I actually made it a brushed surface texture
through sanding.
in the plastic through sanding. Yeah. So, coarse grit, lighter grit, lighter grit, lighter grit, to make it so that it's got all those burnish marks in it. And then now I've gone through a couple rounds of priming it. I'm going to mask off the other bits and then spray it down, and then see what it looks like. And then maybe, some more. I might abrade it very slightly to give it some more brush lines if it needs it. The problem is you can't use anything that's like super coarse, or even has like a large tooth. It has to have like the tightest teeth because for it to be in scale. So I'm hoping that I'll just be able to get it to look close enough through the under conditioning and then the spraying.
Underoos. What up, Kyle? Where are you at right now?
Yeah, Kyle.
Where you at?
He says, "Hello, Moto." Hello, Moto. Yeah, so I think that where I got the where I was able to get the Nova to prior to the green, like some of those various stages of metallic that I got that to prior to the, even if if I do because I'm going to use the iron right here. I'm going to use the Moto TO24 iron.
Okay.
I really need to get my tripod for my ring light back so you guys can see things again. And then if that ends up being too large in regards to flake, I have this Mr. Super Metallic Chrome, which is not chrome at all, but it is very much like stainless steel.
Is that finished too?
Yeah, it has that I want to say weight, like the color combination of the silver has that stainless. It's a little bit orange, a little bit,
Yeah,
sure.
I have an Alcalad that's stainless, but it looks too dark. I think it's almost maybe not.
It depends on what you would put it over, but I see what you're saying. Why you would think that it's too dark.
That's not too bad. It's hard to see in here with the lights the way they are.
Yeah, I hear you.
I used it on something, but I think at the time I was looking for more like an aluminum finish, so I went with something else.
Right. Yeah, a lot of the aluminums that I have they're weird. They try to make it too chalky, and aluminum. I mean, yes, aluminum can be chalky if it's powder or not powder coated, but sand blasted cast.
Yeah,
it can be chalky, but aluminum is smooth. Yeah,
that is tough though. Because you can think of old fighter aluminum, and it's almost polished.
Yeah,
and then or it could be like you said, cast aluminum or something where it's much rougher.
Or be
blasted. It's such a range, compared to obviously chrome is always chrome. Like, I mean, it's
Chrome is
not,
never broke.
aluminum is a little different, but it's not a finish. It's a metal, but yeah, it can vary like way more. Even like something like gold, like it's either going to be shiny or dull, but it's not gonna, you don't have cast gold. Like it's not a common look. Copper is the same way. I guess it could be, it's either weathered or not.
Sure, it just depends too. Copper or bronze, different stuff, depending on sculptures, and I worked on a lot of art, so for the professionals, I was a professionalologist.
Aluminium.
Lots of aluminum. Boy.
But
yeah, so I'm hoping, I've got some good hopes. I've got almost all the parts sequestered from the box and cleaned up. There's so many little like regular ass just cast mold seams from where the two parts of the mold come off the pieces, and everything's got little seams and shit. But that's okay. These boxes that these are going to be a little bit of a stitch. these
them
these guys from the back, like they have like the grates that go into them.
Those are like the exhaust port things.
Kind of, yeah. They're cooling. They're where the coolant or the cooling gases from the nuclear reactor come out. But yeah, so these things are like they're like two parts.
Oh,
like,
nice.
You can see
on the inside you can really make it out.
So there's a tongue, there's a groove there. That's actually a channel that a part fits into. That's where the grills fit into. But then there's a seam that basically runs the whole fucking way around, and it's like one of the most obvious parts of the kit. So that was fun, gluing that and then sanding it and priming it and sanding it and priming and sanding. That's okay.
Yeah, Kyle. Aluminium.
Aluminum. Aluminum.
Aluminum.
Aluminum.
Bunch of bloody Americans.
What color is aluminium?
Yeah, man. It's aluminium. Get it right. Do you know what I mean?
Minimum.
Though.
Aluminum.
Aluminum.
Aloysius.
Ugh. It's like the water
It's
conversation.
weird that that's the only one we do that with. Like you don't say radium instead of radium, but for some reason aluminum is different.
Like we can't spell it like that. You can't spell it like that. You must be out of your minds. Same with pavement.
Pavement?
Pavement?
Yeah, they're like, we can't say it like that. Go say like what it is. Sidewalk.
What do you mean?
Well, the sidewalk is a type of orientation of pavement, I guess you could say, or concrete.
How do you say pavement?
Pavement, sidewalk.
Oh, yeah, but that's different than aluminum and aluminium. I think aluminum is more of just because we still spell it the same way sometimes, and we still just say aluminum. Like we just ignore that I. It doesn't exist.
Ridiculous is what it is.
Listen, let's not get into that.
It's all part of it.
It's aluminum.
It's linoleum.
Linoleum.
It's aluminum linoleum.
Oh, Z and Z. Yeah, that one is a weird one.
Or a zero. Zero and Z.
Yeah. The Z thing. I remember I never knew that until I was watching like a car show or something, and they're like the 240Z. I'm like, what? Like, what the hell are you talking about? It's just a Z. Like you add something to it? Like, what is it? Do they call it something different everywhere else? And,
Super fancy? No.
yeah, what is a Z? You watch Gallagher's stand-up, see how silly the English language is.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. It is a strange one. It's super strange to try to explain things to people, like who that's not their first language, and like a rule, and you're like, oh, you could also say it this way around. And I feel like we have a lot of words that say that mean the same exact thing, like pavement and sidewalk. Like that's just kind of English. Like, well, we have, but I mean,
well, sidewalk is the orientation of the pavement. The pavement is the surface that the sidewalk is made out of, usually the roadway as well. So,
but if you, all right, like if you watch a lot of anime, right? Baka, right? Idiot, but it's like idiot, dummy. Like it all means the same thing, but we have like 20 words to say that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for qualifying, quantifying.
Right.
Kyle's asked me to say H. What?
H.
What's it supposed to be? H?
H, yeah.
Bloody idiots. It's literally in the letter. H. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
H. Yeah, I guess pavement and sidewalk are different, but I'm pretty sure.
Right, because pavement was what? Asphalt, I suppose, and then sidewalk would be concrete.
Asphalt.
Question for anyone: does the Gundam Hobby Life magazine always come with a set of decals? Says Julius, and I do not have an answer for you, sir.
I'm not one to get stuff from there.
I have 2 of them, and both of them did come with decals, but I don't know if every one of them does. I don't know if 2 is a good enough sample size. Even unspoken rule of edge. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's confusing to like explain to people sometimes. They don't quite understand. And we use like an abnormal amount of slang. Like we use a lot. Like especially it has nothing to do with like when you say something's cool. Like it has nothing to do. Like we just picked a completely random word and said that means good. Like I remember one having an HG.
I remember one having an HG XN unit for the double ariser. I would not remember at all.
Oh.
Sound weird if you say big bad.
We could Google it. Ready?
Oh yeah. I'm curious. You're speaking some philosophy stuff at me, man. It's late. I don't know what's happening.
Oh yeah, in Australia, sidewalk is also called a footpath.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. I forget which comedian had that thing like why do you park on a driveway and drive on a parkway? Why do they call them apartments if they're so close together?
So weird. It's plain as day.
Oh, you don't have driveways in the UK?
Nah, man, no one's rich enough for that shit.
What do you call it?
It's called the front of the house.
Or haven't you seen
the yard?
Haven't you seen all the photos from the UK? People just park on the fucking sidewalk over there, like
That's all they can do.
Assholes, just like park up on the sidewalk.
Yeah. After they got done driving down the street the wrong way. They just park right on the side of the road.
All the Zed talk means I need another I need to get another beer. And then Ty Furious has popped in and Waz was reading it.
Why do they call it taking a shit if you're leaving a shit? Or what do they say? Having a shit? Is that what you guys do over there?
What?
Or are they just having a piss?
Taking a
That's
piss.
some Australian shit I don't know about.
No, it's taking the piss, and that's
Taking the
picking
piss?
on your homie, and that's picking on your homie.
Who's picking on your homeboys?
Us all the time to each other constantly.
This is accurate
Taking the
to our
piss.
interests.
Yeah.
I don't want to take any of the piss. You can keep it.
It's like that's like that Instagram guy or whatever, the comedian guy. It's like the you want to eat this cake? Fuck it. No, I want to eat the cake. Fuck it, let's do it. No, I just want to eat the cake. It's like, yeah, let's go. Fuck it. He's like, I don't want to. Like, I thought you said you want to eat the cake. I want to eat the cake. Well, fuck it, let's do it. Oh man, those are great.
I'd rather
There was one
leave it,
about
yeah.
there was one about Barbie and Oppenheimer too, with those bros about going to see Barbie. Like, no, I'm going to see Oppenheimer. Mm-hmm. Is that a pink shirt you're wearing there? What?
I did
This
see
is
that one
pink?
earlier today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one's good, right? Yeah, I think I might have shared it around. That's a goodie.
You guys
I
being
do-
crazy.
Most of
did
the time.
see Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer. What did they see that it got like some crazy ratings, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it's gonna be good.
I mean, it's got a good cast.
It's got Cillian Murphy, man.
Yeah.
Cillian.
Big dude, big deal. Robert Downey Jr. Emily Blunt.
I think it's Cillian.
Is it Cillian? I thought it was Cillian Murphy.
I think it's Cillian, man. We're gonna Googleize it.
I thought it was Killian, but could be wrong. You're both wrong. His name is Thomas Shelby.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, Matt Damon. Matt Damon. Yes, that's
Yeah,
right.
Matt Damon.
My wife
no
hates
one-
Matt.
no
My
one's
wife hates two
rescuing-
people, two actors in the entire planet on the entire planet. Matt Damon and Mark Wahlberg. I don't know why. Don't ask me.
I
She
don't
doesn't know
like
either.
Mark Wahlberg either.
I'm
I
not a
don't
fan
know
of Mark
why I
Wahlberg.
don't like him, but something about him just kind of rubs me as
In his
annoying.
youth, I believe he beat a Vietnamese man to death due to his race. Well, no, I don't know if it's to death or not. I don't know.
I know he's like now he's like super
Oh.
religious. Like, he's also he's one of those like pretentious people, like these I don't know, kind of The Rock rubs me this way too. Like, I wake up at 3:00 in the morning and work out. Yeah, because you don't have a normal fucking job, you ass. Like, shut up. Matt Damon. Matt Damon's. I don't really have a problem with him.
You're
Other
right,
than
Chris. It is spelled with the hard, or it is pronounced with the hard K, the hard K sound.
I'm tired of
Cillian Murphy?
rescuing
He's
Matt
Irish.
Damon from
Maybe.
space. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cillian.
He is. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and I think they said that it was Cillian. Matt Damon, cute. So
And
I was wrong.
Damon. They were talking about Matt Damon for some reason. I don't know.
No, because it was Team America.
Matt Damon has one of the best
Excuse
cameos
me.
of all time, though.
In
Euro Tripper. Scotty doesn't know. You don't know that one?
I don't know that.
Is
one.
Rami
Rami
doesn't
Malek in
know?
Oppenheimer? I did not know that.
Yeah, he is. I was just looking at that actually.
What's that?
Rami Malek is in Oppenheimer.
Yes,
Oh.
and what's that guy's name? The guy from The Boys is in it too.
Dennis Quaid.
It is a Quaid, but I don't think it's Dennis.
His son? Something like that, right?
Is it his son?
I don't know, man. I was hoping you would know.
It may be his son. I never even thought of that. Too many Quaids. Which Quaid?
Jack Quaid.
Which Quaid is he a relative of? Let me hold on. I have
Dennis.
Oppenheimer up.
He's a Dennis. Dennis.
Son of Dennis Quaid?
Dennis. No, it's Jack Quaid, son of Dennis Quaid. No, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dennis Quaid. Okay. I didn't know if he was son of Randy Quaid, you know? Could have been. Love Euro Trip. Yeah, Brian, you've never seen Euro Trip? You should watch
I
Euro
have.
Trip. It's a stupid like
It's one of those teenage like
comedies, but
early 2000s type sex comedy movie.
But the Matt Damon cameo is really good.
2004. Wow.
Scotty doesn't know. That Michelle Trachtenberg.
What happened to her?
I don't know. She's not
No, she's been around.
not Trachten anymore. What was she like? I don't remember what I remember her from as being like really young.
She was in Buffy.
She was she was the sister that someone just came to life. Denise, no, Kyle, it's not Denise Quaid.
Jesus, Kyle. Ugh.
Denise Quaid.
Denise Quaid doesn't, man, try to piss me off. Denise.
Had
Kristen Krugman was in your trip, was she? I don't remember.
Who is she? I don't.
Yeah, I don't recall her being in it.
When I first watched that movie, he was like, that guy looks like Matt Damon. All of his friends just looked at him. That sounds like a Kyle thing to do.
Matt Damon.
Matt, is that Matt Damon?
No, I've never seen this film.
I don't know who Kristen
Crook is Lana Lang in Smallville.
I've never watched Small.
Also in Legend of Chun-Li, Street Fighter movie that bombed incredibly bad.
What was she in Eurotrip? I don't
I
remember.
don't remember. It's been a really long time since I watched that movie.
I just remember. What was there? 4 of them. I really only remember Matt Damon and Michelle Trachtenberg, like as far as people. I don't remember who the rest of them were particularly. It's a stupid movie though. It's funny.
Yo, reposters are already reposting my post, and it's not even finished. It's not even a finished build yet. Calm down. Wait. Give it a second. Let me cook.
There's a new Armored Core trailer. Do you guys know this?
Yeah, it looks great, dude. It's a story trailer.
I haven't seen it. I gotta check it out.
She was the cheating girlfriend that got it on with Matt Damon. Oh, okay. All right. She was the girl who Scotty doesn't know is about.
Yo. I need you guys to look up Kristen Crook.
Look up who?
Kristen Crook in 2023.
What she looks like
and
now.
then look at her what she looks like now. Look at her how she looked. What was it, 20 years ago for your trip? Was it 2000? No, it was 2001.
Just about 19 years ago.
Yeah. So look at the differences. Take me later. This is not an Island Boy situation. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. I can't trust you anymore.
Oh yeah.
She has not aged like magic, magician, wizard.
Yep. That's what you get. Start that Botox nice and early.
What nationality is she?
I think she's German Chinese.
Yeah, come on, man. That Asian blood, bro. Yeah, our mother is of Chinese
Chris
descent.
is like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Talking about?
Y'all, stay looking young. What's the lady that just recently she won a big award? I can't think of
Michelle
her
Yeoh.
name. Yeah, she's looked the same for like 40 years.
Yeah, I like the first time I was exposed to Michelle Yeoh was Super Cop.
Oh yeah,
Jackie Chan Super Cop. She was she had a cameo. Oh, not a cameo, but a co-starring role.
Yeah, she was.
I was just what was it came on the other day? I didn't end up watching it, but it was The Mummy, the third one.
Yeah.
And she was in that, and that's like 20 years old.
Right.
Like
let
poor
me
Brendan Fraser looks like shit now, and she still looks the same.
Good night, Lorenz. If
Good
you
night.
guys want a perspective of how good Michelle Yeoh has preserved her kind of looks and age, so in that movie, in that third Mummy movie, right, the main mummy is Jet Li,
Yeah,
right? So he was,
yeah.
it was Jet Li. He looked like the way he looked, maybe in the last like 5 or so years. Now, I don't know if you watched it, but the live action Mulan, Jet Li is the emperor. So that was what, maybe 2 years ago, maybe I think maybe 3 years ago. Compared Jet Li's and Jet Li and Michelle Yeoh are roughly the same age. Like, look at the differences. And I know
Yep.
Jet Li has recently had like a health issue,
Mhm.
not recently, but like in the last
Within
maybe
the
10
last
years or so.
decade
So
or
it's
whatever,
it's
yeah.
aged him significantly. But Michelle Yeoh has held up from that Mummy movie to the Witcher spin-off that she was in that did terribly.
It was
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, that did
Blood-
not look good.
Blood
I
something.
don't know who
Blood and
Ming Na
Blood
is.
and-
Blood and
Who is that?
Shadows. No, that's a book.
Ming Na Wen is another one. Type yours, yeah. I mean, if you watch her in
Oh yeah, she was
Agents
in
of
Boba
Shield.
Fett. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Boba
Yeah.
Fett.
Yeah, she's great in Boba Fett.
I just didn't know. her
Also
name.
the voice of Mulan.
Did the girl who played the live action Mulan just passed away recently, right?
Did she die?
I think so. I could be wrong about that.
You.
Blood Origin. That's what you're thinking of. The Witcher Blood Origin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Bad one. Yeah.
Lu Yifei, she died? No, she's alive, dude.
Oh shit.
That looks Kyle.
Hello, gentleman.
We can't
What
hear
up,
you.
man?
I'm now free. My hands are clean now. I'm playing with some putty and rock and stuff.
His hands are dirty.
I was making my base. Making
Okay,
my
it
way
was
downtown.
it was whoever Coco Lee is.
Coco Lee. Coco Lee is a singer. Came from Hong Kong. She was in festival.
She was a what?
It's a bass.
It's a rocky
It's
base.
cake. It's a cake. He tried his best.
I was following the recipe. How's that song go?
Who is that boy I see staring straight back at me?
So she was the singing voice of Mulan.
Who? Coco Lee. Yeah, for the Chinese version of
Oh,
Mulan.
okay. She passed away.
She passed away. Yeah, the singing voice for the English version of Mulan is Lea Salonga, who's been the voice for like a ton of Disney female singing people.
Got you. What is that girl's name?
Oh shit.
Amy Chung. That's who I was thinking of. That girl still looks super young, and she's not. She's 40.
Nothing wrong with being in your 40s.
I can't remember what movie it was though, where she like played a high schooler and she was like 30 something already.
Who?
Jamie Chung.
Oh, I don't know. I know the name. I don't remember any movies that girl's been in.
She was in The Hangover 2. She was like the one that he gets married to. Ed Helms gets married to. The one with like the crazy. The brother was the one that got his finger cut off.
That's right. That's right. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what else she's been in though, man.
I don't remember.
She hasn't had much of a illustrious. I want to say illustrious career, but I'm sure.
Oh shit! I didn't know she started on The Real World.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, she's in Dragon Ball Evolution.
Okay.
Oh yes, yes, that memorable piece of shit.
She's in
Oh,
Sucker Punch.
she was in Grown Ups. She was one of the daughters in Grown Ups from what was his name? The creepy blonde haired guy that has the hot daughter, like two hot daughters and one ugly one. David
what is
Spade.
it? David Spade. Yes.
Yeah, so that's one of his daughters, and she's supposed to be like a teenager. And that movie came out like
Yes, because
12
David
years
Spade
ago.
was able
Shoot.
to produce something like Jamie Chung. Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. 100% makes sense.
She was in Dragon Ball Evolution as Bulma.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, anyway, further proves the point.
Yeah, she
about
plays fucking Miho
aging
in A
well.
Dame to Kill For. Kill For. A Dame
Yeah.
to Kill For in Sin City. So she plays Miho.
So yeah, I mean, Asian women, man, just stay looking young, long time. Not so much the men, sorry, Paps.
You see how much he cares? Look at him.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not listening to you.
So I do not care.
Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi.
She wasn't Bulma, she was Chi-Chi.
Yeah, she plays Gigi. Not. No, Bulma's she's super white.
Yeah, Bulma is what's her name, right?
Oh yeah,
Fuck.
what's her name from? Isn't
Shameless.
she in Shameless?
She was-
Yeah.
yeah.
What's her name?
What's her name? Fuck, dude. What is her name?
Emily. Is it Emily something?
Emmy? Something like that? Emmy Rossum.
Yeah, Emma Rossum.
Emma Rossum.
All right, here you go, guys. What about this one? The Borderlands movie.
Was it Borderlands movie?
Yeah, it comes out on
Yeah,
August
coming out
9th.
August
Oh,
2024.
it's not out yet. Okay.
No, August 9th, 2024, it says.
Oh, 24?
Oh.
I thought it was 25.
Shit.
Yeah, so next year, August 9th.
You got
Kate
Handsome Jack in
Blanchett,
it?
Kevin Hart.
I cannot
Jack
wait,
Black.
Ryan, for you to watch that so you can pick apart the props that they use.
Dude, I know. I'm like, did their guns look good as good as my guns?
Probably
Kevin
not.
Hart,
Yeah.
Jack Black. Huh.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. Jamie Lee Curtis is in it.
Kate Blanchett. Okay, that'd be interesting, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kate Blanchett is going to play the Firehawk, I think.
I have never played a Borderlands
Lilith?
game. Ever.
Neither have I.
I have played all of them.
They look like
Didn't
fun though.
beat 3, but I played the holy hell out of 1,
Yeah.
2, and the pre-sequel. Like
That movie, so Borderlands the movie has been in some sort of development since 2015.
Good
Yeah.
God.
well, there was a pandemic.
True. That's true.
And it took them a long time to get a studio that was like fine with it. There's Lionsgate or something, isn't it?
I did not see. I just closed it out, but
That's fine.
they're I guess, video game movies and shows.
Vidma games, sometimes they're just shit.
Oh, dude, I bet Jamie Lee Curtis plays Tannis.
After The Last of Us, I guess, was a really good adaptation of a video game. The Witcher is done pretty well, even though I guess that's more based on the books anyway. Way more based on the books.
Oh, I bet you motherfucking Jack Black's is the voice of Claptrap.
Okay. Yeah, I'm never gonna doubt Jack Black again after Mario.
Yeah.
Wait,
that was
Mario
one
movie?
of
I didn't watch Mario, so was it good?
Oh, it was really enjoyable. It was really entertaining.
Peaches.
Yeah, we went and
like
saw it
on
in the movie
repeat
theater
almost.
with my son, and I got a kick out of it. Honestly, that was
Yes,
really
it was enjoyable. It was hard to get tickets for it. Like everybody and their mom was watching it.
Yep. It was weird to see like so many kids into it. You know what I mean? Like I think of it as like Mario was a kid's thing when I was a kid, and
Yeah.
for it to still be in.
Well, you wonder. I think a lot of kids probably didn't go to the theaters initially off of like, oh, I love Mario. Like, oh, this looks fun. And the parents are all like, fuck yeah, finally a
Yeah.
good Mario. And so they brought them, and then the kids watched the movie and were like, I love Mario too.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they play like Smash Brothers and what was the one? Another Mario came out not too long ago. I can't remember which one.
Odyssey on the
Yeah,
Switch.
yeah.
Odyssey,
Yeah.
right? No, Odyssey.
so-
Yeah, Odyssey.
Yeah, it was Odyssey.
Yeah,
So
Odyssey,
kids may like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's plenty of time to be exposed to Mario still. I mean, you can play the older games and stuff. I had Scarlett playing the N64 a couple weeks ago. She's
That's a
utter
good
trash at it, but she got to start somewhere.
Yo, the kids don't know how hard some of those games are. Like,
Dude,
especially like
N64?
the Super Nintendo one,
Yeah.
Mario World.
Oh yeah,
That
you got to
shit
have like
hard.
reflexes. Like, I didn't realize how hard it was to play on an N64 until all these years of dual joystick playing.
Yeah,
Going back to that, I'm just like, oh shit, how
Still,
the
like,
fuck did I play this as a kid?
hold it weird.
Yeah. It's like, I can't get the camera right. All this was like, how did I get through this entire game without any difficult? I mean, obviously there were some difficulties because like the later levels get very hard, but I'm like, I don't remember this being a problem for me. Now I'm a full grown adult and I'm like, what the fuck? I can't play this right.
I played a lot of N64. Guy used to play GoldenEye on it.
Eh.
Side strafe.
Ding, 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 ding. Everyone squats down because you have one guy as odd job.
Yeah. No odd job.
Yeah.
No one can play odd job.
Yeah, the only way you can hit him is you have to
K mode with paintball mode.
slappers only. Golden man with the golden gun.
We used to always play King in the bathroom on the facilities map.
Yeah.
Just fighting from the bathroom and shit.
I used to like to play with like proximity mines in the caves
Mhm.
and shit because you couldn't see
Oh,
anything
God.
half the time.
You would have like corridors covered in proximity mines. You trigger one, everyone's dead because it's just gonna take out the entire map.
Like freeze the game.
Yep. Couldn't keep up with that much.
Or we would play with like grenade launchers in the cave too,
Mm-hmm.
and you'd sit there, like get the grenade launcher and watch the other guy screen for when he was coming through like one of the
Mhm.
walkways, and you just like light it up. Like,
So always do pistols with license to kill. So it's like pew pew pew. Everyone's dying in one shot.
the golden gun,
Yeah, license to kill or the golden gun.
power weapons.
Slappers.
That was always the best.
Such a good
Man,
game.
the amount of hours we put into fucking playing GoldenEye. I
Yup.
miss those days.
For me, like GoldenEye,
Sometimes.
Ocarina of Time, and I play a lot of Star Fox too.
Star Fox is pretty good.
That
Fuel
shit was
barrel.
hard.
I didn't play it in 64. I played it on old on Nintendo.
Super Nintendo
Whatever.
or Nintendo.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I see it. Yeah, it says Mario 64, Smash
Super Nintendo.
Brothers, GoldenEye, and Paper Mario. I'm trying to think. There's another game that I played a lot of on the N64.
Turok.
Oh,
Played a lot of
Turok was
Turok.
Mario
good.
Kart. Yeah. Oh yeah, Turok was good too.
Player Turok. Yeah.
Yeah.
I played a lot of wrestling games on N64 too, like WrestleMania 2000.
My neighbors had
I don't remember what the
WrestleMania
other
on
ones were
the
called.
yeah. WWF WrestleMania.
Proximity and revolvers are my go-to, says Thomas Staten. Yeah. PC GoldenEye was boring. I don't know, man. Like, I mean, it probably isn't by far the best actual shooter. It was just something about it was just fun.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure.
What was
like,
the
what, but-
accessibility?
Oh,
Yeah.
Perfect Dark. That was another fun one.
Excuse me. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect Dark.
You had to get the expansion cartridge though to play it.
Yeah.
Another one. Oh man, there was a game that I got that was first on. Came out for PlayStation 2. It was one of the early release
Splitters.
titles. Nope. PS2.
It's not Time Crisis.
Oh, Tony Hawk's
PS1.
Pro Skater. I played
On the
that a lot
PlayStation.
on
Yeah.
N64.
Oh, I had it on the PlayStation. But yeah. Skate, collect the tapes. Do it.
What was I played a Star Wars game a lot on N64? The one where you played as Dash Rendar.
Is it Battlefront or the one where you go through the? No, Rogue Squadron. Rogue Squadron.
Squadron?
Yeah.
Was that it?
Will had I just put it up there. Yeah, that was a. Oh yeah, SS Tricky was a fun one. I didn't play that one until Xbox.
Oh yeah. SSX tricky.
SSX tricky.
SSX tricky.
Tricky. Man,
Was that it? Rogue Squadron?
Yeah, that was the one where you get to fly in the X-wing and shit. I fears is saying Shadows of the Emperor. I don't remember that one. Because Rogue Squadron had the one where you're X-wing, or you can be the what is it? Not the Y-wing, the one that's over in the snow places. That was that one.
Shadows of the Empire.
So Rick was right. Ty Fears is right. Trying to think, what are some other classic N64 games? I didn't have an N64 for long.
Pokemon Stadium.
I traded it for Pokemon Stadium.
Pokemon Snap.
Yeah,
Stupidest fucking
taking pictures
game.
and shit.
I still have my N64. Like it's still in the closet somewhere.
Yeah, I have it in Scarlett's room now. But I also got myself a Raspberry Pi, so I downloaded an emulator so I can get a bunch of games for her to play.
I had to sell all of my stuff when I moved over here. So I had like a Mega Drive or a Genesis, I guess you guys call it here. I had my Xbox 360, my original PlayStation. Luckily enough, I managed to keep my PlayStation 2, like my launch PS2.
Nice.
That's still somewhere about my PS1, my original Nintendo.
Yeah, we have a
lot of it you had to get rid of because you can't use it here because it's different wattage.
Right.
Plugs are different.
Yeah.
Mario Party too, guys. We haven't talked about Mario Party.
Yeah, Mario Party. You guys have the wrong wattage over there, so it's
yeah. Who runs normal?
Your power grid just can't handle double the voltage.
All right, guys. Best launch game, early launch game, best early launch game for PlayStation 2 by far and above Armored Core 2.
I was gonna say Metal Gear.
It was launched 10/16 of the year 2000.
In the year 2000.
Oh yeah, Animal Crossing was on the N64 as well. Mario Tennis, Turok, Doom. They had Doom 64. I remember that one.
PlayStation 2. Oh, I played PlayStation 2. I played a lot of Grand Theft. What was it? 3 and Vice City.
Oh yeah, my brothers had Vice City.
A lot of Vice City.
We did Metal Gear Solid, Snake Eater. Black was a fun one I had on the Xbox, but it also came out on the PlayStation. Final Fantasy X. That was a staple for my PS2. God of War. I'm trying to think what other ones did I play on the PS2 that were really good.
I played a Tony Hawk. I just don't remember which one it was.
I stopped playing after the PS2. I think Underground was on the PS2, right? Underground. Pro Skate was on the first one, the PlayStation.
Pro Skate 1 and 2 maybe was on like PlayStation 1.
Underground was on the 2. Yeah, I don't know.
Could have been.
Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts was on the PS2.
Yep. Gran Turismo 4. I played the shit out of that.
Ah, yes.
You know what came out with PlayStation 2? Was Guitar Hero PlayStation 2?
I think so. If not the PS3. Yes, Guitar Hero was 2005.
That was a good one.
Dark Cloud. Do you guys remember Dark Cloud? That was one of the early releases too. Like a Harvest Moon offbeat. That was a fun one. Time Splitters. I remember playing that one. Time Splitters 2.
What the hell's the name? They remade it not too long ago. Shadow
Colossus?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
It's a classic, yeah.
Katamari Damacy.
I still have the PlayStation 2 first pressing of that game.
Nice. That was such a fun game. Burnout was a fun one too.
Yep.
Fuck, I played a lot of racing games.
PlayStation 1, I used to play Twisted Metal.
Non-stop. that was where it's at.
Yes.
Devil May Cry was another PS2 release.
Yep.
There's a Twisted Metal film coming out as well.
Yeah.
No, it's a
with
show. It's a show.
TV show. Yeah, TV show.
Anthony Mackie?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Halo and Call of Duty on Xbox. Yeah, I played a lot of Halo on
Oh,
Xbox.
yeah.
Oh,
Fable was
Ace
another game
Combat.
I played on Xbox a lot.
Fable.
Yeah.
Fable's good. Colleen loves Fable.
And they're supposed to be making a remake.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
I think it's actually coming out like not too long from now.
It took them long enough. And I'm trying to think in terms of Xbox. I didn't have a lot of games on that one. There was that guerrilla warfare game, Red Faction. That was a fun one.
Obviously I remember.
That was the one that had like the destructible environments. One of the first person shooters that had destructible environments.
I played Need for Speed Underground 2 a lot.
Yeah, I did that too. Spent more time customizing my car than actually racing.
Whatever Elder Scrolls came out for that generation.
Oblivion?
Might have been.
Yeah, I
No?
think it was Oblivion.
Oblivion was
Morrowind.
Oblivion is 360. So Morrowind.
Oh, some Morrowind, yeah.
Yeah.
Halo and Halo 2 were kind of just like
I don't
staples of the Xbox.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Xbox didn't really have that many games like the Xbox One, as much
I think
as
360s where it really blew up. Yeah.
Because I think I played more 360 than I did PlayStation 3 for sure.
Yeah, same. Through most of between the two systems, we had an Xbox 360, and then our house got broken into, and then the insurance covered all of it. So then when I joined the military, I used the money to buy a PS3 because I was like, well, let's go back to Sony for a bit. Only to sell it to go back to Xbox. Only to sell that to go back to Sony.
So the game that I'm thinking of, what I was talking about and just looking for so long, is called Oni.
Oh, I remember Oni. That was a good game.
Yeah.
And that game, like, it used every button on the controller, if I'm not mistaken. Right? It was like you had to use all the grips, much like old Armored Core 2 did. But if you did it right, you could do crazy fighting stuff. Like you could
I just like
run into a room
in the shell.
Yeah, right. You could run into a room of dudes unarmed, grab a guy, disarm him, use him as a shield, take out two other guys, throw a guy, do a thing, whatever. It's just it was crazy. But
so I had it on the computer, and my computer was not really set up to play it at a good frames per second. So I just got through most of it. I was like, okay, this is fun. I just like the artwork.
The South Park game, like
it
was like more like an FPS. Was that what it was on? I remember you used to like pee on the snowballs and throw them.
Yep. And you had like the cow cannon and shit. The cow.
Yeah. That was good. Red Faction was the shit. I don't remember that. I played Red Dead.
Red Faction.
Red Dead's
360.
Yeah, that was the
Red
one where
Faction,
like
is
the
that like
shooter.
Command and Conquer?
No, it was a first-person shooter, and you can just like destroy
FPS.
environments. It was so great. It's one of the first games like in that time that had destructible environments before like Battlefield took it up and carried the mantle.
Yeah, exactly. I remember the cover of it. I never played it though.
I did, Brian. I did play Command and Conquer quite a bit though. That was a good one.
Yeah. I played the fourth one, I think, on the PC, and that's when you could nuke people and shit. That was so great.
Oh yeah.
That and StarCraft 2, man. I played.
Oh, dude, StarCraft.
So many hours.
So if we're gonna talk PC games, Warcraft and StarCraft were like my life. That and Age of Empires for a good 10 years. Just played nothing but that.
It was for me. It was StarCraft and Diablo 2.
My brother was in Diablo 2, but I never got into it because Warcraft kept me busy. So I'm like, it's basically the same game. He's like, that's not the same.
StarCraft, like I think that was like the first game I really remember playing with anyone else, like online.
I never played that one online. The thing too was I had like the playthrough manual, so I'd like learn all the different things, and okay, I'm going into this mission. I think that's where they took the concept of the joke about the cow level in Diablo and made it a cheat code.
Yep.
And there is no Cal level was like a cheat code for it where you can pick any level you wanted.
I would play
Straight
online, and it would be
throwbacks.
like you would look for games on a server, and it would be like NR 20, which meant like no rush 20. You couldn't, you wouldn't send your forces until 20 minutes went by, and crazy shit like that.
There's all kinds. I just love the mod community in Warcraft, though. I mean, we used to do the tower defense games. We did 1,000-man foot march was a fun one too, where you had different hero classes and everything. And then obviously Dota became a thing, but we didn't play that mod as much. There was like a Bleach mod, so they had heroes that were after Bleach characters. You can get all their Zombok toes and shit. Oh, it was such great times. We'd all be sitting in my buddy's room while our computers in different corners and playing the game.
And that was like back in the day where your like games didn't have heavy load on computer. Like basically any computer could play any game.
Oh yeah, I just had some basic computer that had an internal graphic card on the CPU. Nothing crazy. I was like, yeah, we're good. I didn't learn about how you had to actually build a computer for gaming until Half-Life 2. That's when I discovered my mom's laptop was not set up for that shit. I played everything up until that point, and I was like, oh, wait,
what
you're
do you
supposed to
mean?
have a graphics card? What is a graphics card?
Yep.
So I built myself a $400 computer, and it was capable of playing like Half-Life games and all the ones that came after it and a couple other games at pretty high level. I bought a $200 computer off of eBay, and then I bought a GeForce NVIDIA graphics card, slapped it in there. The problem was I didn't know anything about graphics card. The computer I bought had a AGP slot instead of a PCI Express. Well, that was the last card that was ever going to have that type of slot. So it had no upgradability in it whatsoever. It's kind of why the computer was cheap. So I had to play on that system for like 5 years till I ended up. I still actually have that computer. I've torn it apart and I actually sold the GPU during the COVID craze with GPUs. I got $100 on a 12-year-old. Actually, no,
Jesus,
a almost 19-year-old graphics card because I bought it in 2007. Am I doing my math right? I think that's longer. But yeah, I was like, how the fuck can I get $100 on this? This is great.
That's crazy.
So I don't know if you guys are Game Pass Ultimate members, but apparently we get 75 days of Crunchyroll for free.
Hey,
oh, really?
Paying for Crunchyroll too. Fuck.
Yay.
I don't know how to redeem it.
Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2.
That's what I want to watch.
And Mushoku Tensei Season 2.
Oh, it's coming?
It's on now. Yeah.
I
mean you don't care. Don't say you don't care. You care.
Yeah, don't say that.
I don't care.
Why are you trying to hurt our feelings?
That's all Mushoku Tensei books. There's 22 of them.
I will not hurt your feelings, I'm sure. But what I will do is say, though, it is after 11 o'clock. We started a little bit late, but we're going to finish it here right now. And say good night to everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Right now.
Here on the workbench. Not a whole lot of working, whole lot of benching, though, and some good conversations, as always. Want to thank you guys for listening, and check out the Built Sideways podcast. We're talking about stuff. Got a Patreon. New stuff's coming up. Listen to the podcast. We talk about what's coming up. So if you want to see more content and hear about what's going on, hit us up.
They just had their 2-year anniversary. Was the last
episode?
Yeah.
Tomorrow actually is
next episode.
The next episode.
No. Tomorrow's not the next episode, but it is. It's the 2-year anniversary.
Oh, tomorrow's the actual 2-year anniversary.
Oh, okay.
You got you.
Last week was the 2-year anniversary episode, though, right?
Yes.
Last episode.
Just do the schedule. It just came out before the actual day, which is whatever.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
That being said, thank you guys and have a great night. Build something fun. Be safe. Bye.
Later, guys.
Bye.